All right. Donc, je rappelle la question. Et encore, on va parler anglais-français. C'est quoi une des règles les plus importantes quand on se présente à un meeting? What is one of the most important rules when we show up for a meeting?
Est à l'heure.
Extrêmement bien. Être à l'heure, c'en est un. C'est pas celui que je cherche, mais en fait, c'est le premier qui est le plus important, être à l'heure. Et ça serait le deuxième.
Have a notebook.
Yes, Mr. Aaron. Thank you. Donc, avoir un cahier de notes, having your notebook. So make sure if you don't have a piece of paper or a notebook with something to write with, take a minute, go get that. Guys, si vous n'avez pas votre cahier de notes avec quelque chose pour prendre des notes, allez le faire tout de suite parce que le but, c'est d'avoir des outils et que vous allez les utiliser. So the point of these calls, guys, for everyone who's new today, my name is Jamal. This is my passion. I've been looking for a way to give back to the football community. I've spent since 1998 till last year playing football, traveling to the States and back. And now I'm living my passion, which is to give back to the football community and to have a massive impact. So today, aujourd'hui, we're going to talk about the 4W questions. On va parler des 4 questions W. And if ever I'm going too fast, let me know. Say in the chat, Coach, can you repeat that? And I will be sharing the notes with you guys as well. So what are the 4W questions? That's a great question to start with. Last week we spoke about 2 weeks ago we spoke about the POLAC system, and the P stands for purpose, which can also be known as why. Donc, c'est très important de savoir le pourquoi qu'on fait, qu'est-ce qu'on fait. So why do we do what we do? So if you have your notebook or your piece of paper, whatever the case may be, write that down. The first W is why. Why do you do what you do? When we're able to be clear on that, donc pourquoi est-ce qu'on fait ce qu'on fait? Quand on est capable d'être clair sur ça, so this is the foundation. And without a clear why, your actions lose fuel. Um, your energy can't be put all into one thing because we're not sure where we want to put it. So here's an example of a why. I have two examples for why. As a line, we can have a linebacker who trains year round, but not because he wants the fame or he wants the stats, but because his why is to show his younger brother what relentless discipline looks like. That is an extreme why, guys, that we can tie to the game of football. Donc, un des exemples, c'est un linebacker qui s'entraîne à l'année longue, in-season, off-season, pas nécessairement pour être le meilleur sur le terrain, ça vient avec, mais pour montrer à son frère c'est quoi un exemple d'être discipliné. That's very important, guys. So, whatever position you play, find that why, and that will set direction. Here's a second example. A coach who gives everything every season because his why is to mold boys into men. Donc, si ça fait un petit bout, si vous pouvez ouvrir vos caméras, guys, j'aime ça voir les visages. If you guys can open your camera, I'd like to see the faces. By a show of hands, who has had a coach that changed their lives, drastically changed their lives? Like that coach, because of that coach, exact. Thank you. Because of that coach, you saw life differently. All right, that is impact. A coach, a great coach, is not there only to make himself look good because all the things that he knows. Actually, that's not what he wants at all. What he wants is to give you tool. He wants to give his players tools so that they can build the life that they want to live. So again, set your why. C'est quoi ton pourquoi? This is a great one, guys. This is the second W. All right, so the first W is why. Donc, le premier W, c'est why, pourquoi. The second one is why not. Why not take the risk and go all out? Why not do everything that you can to make it happen? You just found your why. Now, why not do everything, give everything you got 110% effort into achieving this why, into living this why every single day. Donc maintenant qu'on a répondu à pourquoi qu'on fait ce qu'on fait, maintenant je vous demande pourquoi pas aller faire tout ce que vous pouvez, mettre tout l'effort que vous pouvez dans l'atteinte de cet objectif-là, de le vivre à tous les jours. So a lot of players play it safe. They hide behind comfort zone, right? And you've heard it before. You're going to hear it today. You're going to hear it again, guys. The comfort zone, if ever you get comfortable, that is a sign that you need to take action. I'll give it to you like this. You're in the gym. You hit 2 plates 5 times, and you're like, oh, man, I'm great. And then next week, you hit it 5 times, and you say, I'm great. And next week again, 3 weeks later, you hit it 5 times, you say, I'm great. I'm comfortable now. No. For most of you, I think we're at high school, CEGEP, university. The point is to get that 2 plates up to 6 and 7 and 8. And to do that, we need to go through the burning process of pushing steel. And while we push, while we train, and we develop into the person we need to be to push more. By a show of hands, does that make sense? All right, perfect. So here are examples of why not, guys. Actually, so remember, the comfort zone, that is your sign. Quand on est trop confortable, c'est le signe qu'on doit upgrade. The worst, yeah. All right. So here's an example. A cornerback switches from being second string to starting after deciding to show up early every day for 30 days straight. So why not go the extra mile? That's what we mean. Why not? Like, why wouldn't I get up early or earlier to get that work in? Why wouldn't I start doing 2-a-days before I get there so I'm ready for a training camp? And I don't show up to training camp and I'm just like, oh, this is so hard, and you're huffing and puffing. Why not be that person that's different from everyone else? And remember, we said 2 weeks ago, guys, on last call, there are human beings and there are football players. Il y a des êtres humains, il y a des joueurs de football. Donc, automatiquement, si tu as décidé de jouer au football, c'est que tu sais déjà, tu as pris la décision, je suis différent. If you made the decision to be a football player, and especially if you're on this call, it's because you made the choice to say, I am different. Here's another example. A young receiver sends his highlight to 50 schools. It's from a small town. He decides, I'm going to put myself out there. And he gets picked by one of the schools that he wants. Is it because he's better than everyone else? No, not necessarily. It's because he decided that I'm going to give everything I got. I'm going to do my best to get myself out there. I'm not going to let just teams come to me. And I'm going to contact as many schools as I can. That is being proactive, guys. This taking action is one of the best tools that we can have in our toolbox. When we feel stagnant, when we get comfortable, action. And sometimes we might wonder, okay, well, what actions can I take? And then we go back to our why. Why am I doing this, right? And so with that receiver, that young receiver who sends his tape to 50 schools, why not knock on every single door that you can? If you decide to be a football player and you decide to be on the scholars because you're serious about what you want. Now you answer this question, have I really done everything I can to get to the next level? Everything. I guarantee you guys, the answer is almost always no. But let's find out everything we can do, and let's do as much as we can of that. Donc, guys, très important de découvrir tout ce qu'on peut faire. Et la plupart du temps, on ne va pas pouvoir tout l'accomplir. Mais c'est de faire le plus possible pour l'accomplir. So, first W is why. Le pourquoi. Second W is why not? Why not go all out? Why not give everything you got? Pourquoi pas? Pourquoi pas? The third W, The third W, guys. Why not you? Why not you? Why not be the one to make it? As a football player, I'm guessing, guys, most of us we want to attain the next level that's in front of us. If I'm in high school, I want to go to CJEP or prep school. If I'm in high school, prep school, I want to go to university, college. And if I'm in college, I want to go pro. Whatever that looks like to you guys. Why not be that person to make it? Maybe in this happens many times, guys. Maybe in your family, you're the first to go to university. You're the first to go to CJEP. You're the first to graduate high school. Peut-être dans ta famille, tu es la première personne à aller au cégep, à aller à l'université ou même de graduer du secondaire. But why not you? Again, as a football player, guys, there's a lot that comes with it. It means that we've made the decision to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make the difference. So we admire greatness in others, but sometimes we tend to forget how great we are. And it's not to be a show off, but it's to be confident in who we are. And in those moments when we're training alone and we made the decision, like, yeah, why not go all out? And we get up at 5:30, we get up at 5 a.m. and we do the cold plunge and we go run the hill and we do 2-a-days. It's to remind us, I'm that guy, I'm that girl, I'm that player. And the more we do that off the field, the second we step on the field, guys, it shows. We don't have to speak. It shows in our way of playing and the way we walk, the way we run. And if I can give you one thing, guys, that you need to remember, write this word down. Okay, this will make the entire difference in your next season. Confidence. Write that down if you haven't written it down. Write it down. Confidence. Écrivez-le. Confiance. And here's what I mean, guys. I got the chance to play at Concordia for 5 years. My first year was awesome. I was a great rookie. But my third year, actually my second year, I had more confidence than the first. And my third year, I had way more confidence than the two other ones. And then I got to go to the East-West Bowl, which just gave me a boost of confidence. What I want you to learn from that is if I was able to see myself in the future after the East-West Bowl and take that confident me and place it into my first year, I would have had my first year would have been even better. So what I need you to do is we're in preseason right now. We're in off season right now. Preseason is coming up very soon. See yourself like scoring those touchdowns. See yourself if we have linebackers on the call. See yourself jamming that hole and like stopping that running back. And if we have running backs on the call, making the linebacker miss. Every single day, repeat it, see it, visualize it, so that when you get on the field, your confidence is sky high. It's 200%. And I'm saying this as a player who I thought I used to have confidence a lot when I played. But it took a year or 2 years into every team for me to realize, okay, hey, I'm really not bad at what I do. So what I'm asking you to do is to see yourself in the future as that confident person and become that person today. Whether you're a rookie, whether you're first year, whether you only play special teams, it matters less. But you need to see yourself as the difference maker. So a walk-on, here's an example. A walk-on makes the roster over scholarship players because he believed in his film, his grind, and his moment. He didn't wait for permission. He took the shot. Sometimes, guys, we lose an opportunity because we wait. Go. Every opportunity you get, go. I love this. A female coach becomes the first on an all-male staff. She asked, "Why not me?" and proved she belonged, not by being perfect, but by being prepared. This is part of being prepared, guys. We're athletes. On est des athlètes. And we focus so much on being prepared physically. By a show of hands, who has ever heard the phrase, if you could see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand? Have you ever heard that? Donc, il y a une citation qui dit, si je vois dans ma tête, si je vois dans ma tête, je peux la voir en vraie vie. Here's what it means. Your brain does not make the difference between something that's actually happening and something that you're able to visualize in your mind. Donc, ton cerveau ne fait pas la différence entre quelque chose qui arrive en ce moment et quelque chose que tu es capable de visualiser dans ta tête. Now, I ask you, and I keep asking this question, if in practice I score 1,000 touchdowns, si dans une pratique ou dans mes pratiques, je fais 1,000 touchés, 1,000 touchdowns, am I able to do one in a game? Est-ce que je suis capable d'en faire un dans une game? Right? It makes sense. It would make sense. Even two. Even two touchdowns, right? It would make sense. So that's what I want to get to. Is get so obsessed with the process while you're in practice, while you're in off season, that when game time comes, all the tackles are already made, all the touchdowns are already scored, all the celebrations is just an extra. It's a cherry on the top. That is preparation. So that's why we need to start visualizing ourselves doing it right now. Right now. And that's our next why, guys. Our next why. So our first was why. Second one was why not. Then why not you? And I ask you this, why not now? Why not now? Procrastination kills more dreams than failure ever will. Sometimes we get scared because we might fail. All right. I didn't know this down, but write this down, guys. There's a difference between having a failure and being a failure. Having a failure is I go for something, I miss, I learn from it, and I go again, I miss, I learn from it, and then I succeed. That's having a failure. Being a failure is going for the first time, I miss, and I say, all right, that's enough for me. I'll stop now. Oh, I missed a tackle my first game. I guess football is not good for is not for me. Man, I got blown up. I got blown up by an O line as a linebacker. And I guess that's after the first game. I no good. I don't want to play football no more. I dropped a winning pass. It was like the touchdown. Like if I scored, we won the game. I guess football's not for me. That's, in my opinion, guys. That's being a failure. But if you learn of everything that happens to you, remember that everything matters. There's no problem because you're evolving as you learn. So it's okay to fail. Remember that. If you're in school right now, guys, if you're in school, which probably most everyone is, remember that if you're taking an exam and you just so happen to fail it, okay. In the school system, you failed the exam. But if you go over the answers and at the end of going over them with your teacher, with a colleague, a colleague, whatever the case may be, a classmate, and you know all the answers after that, yeah, maybe in the school system, you failed. But in your mind, you succeeded. And not only did you succeed, but now you've learned a new way to retain information. And so as you go into the next exam, you're better prepared because you've learned from what happened before. So here's an example. A quarterback studies extra film tonight instead of waiting for next week. And because he studied that extra film, Um, he knows the coverage at the end of the game, and he sees the coverage ahead of time and throws a winning pass. It starts now. It starts now. Here's a second example. A receiver decides to start doing footwork drills every night in his driveway. Every night. Tells himself, I can't skip. I have to do this. 3 weeks later, his routes are sharper. His confidence is higher, and his coach notices a difference. So he says, hey, I'd like to start you. I won't make any promises, but I'd like to start you. You just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see what happens. Write this down, guys. You don't get results from ideas. You get results from action. You don't get results from ideas. You get results from action. Donc, on n'a pas des résultats. Nos résultats ne viennent pas des idées. Nos résultats viennent des actions qu'on fait avec les idées. Because we can plan, guys. We can sit down. We can have these calls every single week like we have them right now. But if you don't take these tools and go out and use them, I won't say it's useless, but that's why we're here. It's like the saying that it's the intention that counts. Intention is great, but without action, it means absolutely nothing. Donc, l'intention, guys, c'est très important, mais sans action, ça veut absolument rien dire. So, football is about systems, right? There's a coach who has other coaches. They create a system, and the players work the system. When the system is well executed, they have success. Here's a system that you can call the 4 W's that you can use. So let it be your system. Know your why, eliminate your excuses, believe in yourself, and start today. Guys, we're going to have these calls every Thursday, 30 minutes. And the point of these calls is to acquire tools that we can use before getting on the football field so that you can see yourself day after day after day after day. Donc, le but des appels, guys, c'est vraiment d'avoir des outils qu'on peut utiliser pour se bâtir nous-mêmes pour qu'on gagne avant de rentrer sur le terrain. Pour qu'on ait fait les touchés, pour qu'on ait fait les plaqués, pour qu'on ait fait les interceptions, les passes parfaites avant d'embarquer sur le terrain. And that is, guys, always ask yourself, okay, why am I here? And why not me? Why not be that person to go all the way? Why not me? And why not now? So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:56. I won't keep you any longer. The call is recorded. If ever you want, I'll send you the link straight to I'll be putting it on YouTube. So yeah, we'll see each other latest next week, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Bring your teammates on the call. Bring your teammates on the call. Because when players have the same vision and they see they're looking the same way, ooh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. So be that person to get your teammates on the call, and let's work together, and let's become champions. So on that note, we're gonna finish. You don't have to open up your mics. We're gonna end with a sentence that I love to use. So just repeat after me. I am more than I appear to be. All of the world's strength and power rests in me.
Rest in me.
I love that. Thank you. So I am more than I appear to be, and all of the world's strength and power rests in me. No matter your belief, no matter your faith, no matter the color of your skin, where you come from, man, you tell yourself that every single day. I promise you, the person you are going to become, guys, you are going to be extremely proud of that person. You're going to have a sense of accomplishment, and you're going to start winning at that one thing that you were made to do, and that's win at your life. And if you want the sentence, the quote, guys, I'll send it to you. Send me a direct message on Instagram. It'll be me. answering directly. You can look up Jamal Henry or Avatar Fit. It'll be me with a big smile like this. And I have, guys, I'm there. Use everything I have. All the tools that I've acquired, I want to give to you so that you can shock nations. So on that note, have a blessed Thursday night. On se voit jeudi prochain. Take care, guys.